My great-grandfather Demas taught me how to cut grass with a machete. When I was 7, he laid the long blade into my American palms and I felt it foreign as a language I did not understand. Still, my great-grandfather Demas ushered me into the rainforest of his backyard and taught me to swing. My name is Gabriel Cortez, and I'm inviting you to Dónde Esta Mi Gente, a festival of Latino poetry and spoken word.
What do you struggle the most with in your art?
I'm used to free writing, just putting words on the page, tracking a train of thought. But when it comes time to develop like a structure for my pieces, like an arc or a beginning to end, or even like, what are you really trying to say with this? That's where it can be a little bit of a struggle, but it's something I think I'm getting better at, and also trying to find more nuance in the stories I'm trying to tell too, not like this is the bad guy, this is the good guy, or this is what's right, but maybe having more questions in my pieces and less just like acting like I know, because I don't know.
Name a writer that you admire.
Denez Smith, who is a friend of mine from, I think, Minnesota.
What about a writer you don't know that you feel like has influenced you a lot?
Saul Williams.
What are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now? Actually, I just picked up this book. It's called The Black Poet. Poetry, I think, just from kind of like the modern era, 1950-ish. And it's got everyone from like the Harlem Renaissance, like old Negro spirituals, to like Gwendolyn Brooks and Maya Angelou, and that's been pretty cool. I picked it up for like $2 at Half Price Books, and I feel like I'm starting to catch up on some of the names that I've heard, but don't necessarily like know like I should.
When did you first start writing?
I always kept a notebook in school for when I got bored in classes and needed another place to put my energy. So since elementary school, my dad had a stack of notebooks that he showed me when I was pretty young, and I aspired to kind of match that. Started performing and stuff when I found the hip hop and poetry club at my high school in Los Angeles. I had a couple cool teachers that made a space for us during lunch to kind of come together, and I mostly came for the hip hop, but I got grounded in the poetry. It's the first time they showed us Def Poetry Jam.
If you could make out with a dead historical figure, who would you make out with?
A dead historical figure that I would make out with? I don't know. Like Harriet Tubman?
If you could marry a celebrity right now, which celebrity would it be?
Maybe Kevin Spacey. I've been watching House of Cards, and like that's incredible, and also The Usual Suspects. He can play a villain like no other, and that's pretty hot. The first time somebody asked me what I was 7 years old. The two of us waited in a McDonald's ball pit in a pool full of colors with easy names like blue and green, and you're black, right? If I could go back, I would tell them, in the summer my face is cooked husk in adobe. In the winter my face is ground corn and turmeric. But I did not know what I was then either.